It feels good. I just, just want to be consistent. Coming off another career high with an L, so my main focus was to win this game, and the next one, and the next one.
When you came out of the second half, came out in the second half and scored, I think, kind of 7 of your first 9, or really came out kind of focused on the offensive end. What did you? Was that something that you talked about at halftime, and kind of what went on during that time?
Actually, I don't know if you remember when me and the guys got tangled up for the half with FAU, and I didn't like what their point guard was saying to me, and I also didn't like the fact like my teammates was not engaged in the fact that I was arguing with an opponent. I didn't feel like I had enough closure around, and that kind of made me mad. And coach called 2 down right out of the half, and that's a play for me. So I kind of knew like, yeah, it could start right here, and I just got that first bucket, and I don't know, like the rest open looks, and I was just able to knock them down.
And then not too long after that, he sat you down for a little while. Did you sort of need that break too to sort of, I guess, calm down and that type of thing?
Yeah, I feel like he don't want me to get too freely, because sometimes it's not the right thing to do in a game like this, and he didn't want me to race the possession. I feel like he sat me down. It's a game of runs, and if just in case they was to go on the run, hopefully I could come back in and control the game. But I feel like that was the smartest thing to do.
Anything else for Jabbar?
For you, when on these senior nights, you're not a senior, but on the senior nights, kind of, what does it mean for guys for the underclassmen to make sure these guys go out with a win? I mean, is that, you think about that too?
Yeah, I was in high school before, and I was a senior, and I was one of the seniors where I've lost 2. I'd have lost senior night before, and I just feel like when because senior night is, I feel like we came out a little slow. I think we got down 8, and we actually had to settle in. With most guys being far from family, and sometimes it give you a good nerve, sometimes it give you a bad nerve, and I just feel like it got to some of our guys like we wasn't really locked in and played with enough force early on, and I mean that's what I'm here for, to help out with the guys, help out with the seniors, and take on the slack that they can, and just carry myself like I'm a senior too.
Anything else?
Thank y'all.
Man, what a great game from Jabbar McGee, huh? Sure he entertained you in the last 15 minutes. Should have brought a translator. What a great game. 27 points. Man, he made plays. I thought we were pretty sluggish early. A.J. Vasquez kind of kept us hanging in there. We're playing slow. Chris Yaks looked like they were playing in mud. We cannot stop Florida Atlantic. And then, okay, we finally settled in late half. Yaks gets his second. We got it to half, down 4. Immediately, I tried to design something to get Jabbar downhill. He's a very powerful guard, and he had a size advantage over the kid from FAU. And he got downhill, and he was able to finish a couple. He got his confidence, made a couple threes for us. Next thing you know, we go from, being down 4 to being up 6 pretty quickly. And then we kind of kept it at that margin. They made a little run at us at the end. But really proud of my guys, man. We did what we had to do offensively. When you have 14 assists and only 3 turnovers, when you win points off turnovers, because Memphis in our last half of basketball in Bartow shot over 60% from the floor. So I'm very open in that you don't deserve to win, especially in your own building, if you cannot defend better than giving up your opponent 60%. First half, FAU shot 60%. So I'm like, guys, man, do you understand? I mean, we've got to get more physical, man. We've got to get grittier, man. We've got to play with more force. Second half, we at least got them under 60%, but still not great. But we turned them over 15 big times, and we win points off turnovers by 18. We win the free throw line by 10. We win second chance points by 10. And again, 14 assists to only 3 turnovers, while us shooting 55% in the second half. That's how you get a quality win to finish up your home slate in Bartow. East Carolina they beat Tulane, so we're the 3. Worst case, there'll be some stuff that we can't control. There's the only way that we can get to the 2, but now we've got a 2-game lead on Tulane, so obviously you want to win the game, especially this guy. Every W&L will go on my name. So I'm going to certainly try to win, but we know where we are heading into Fort Worth.
With your boy, there was a time in the second half where you sat him down? It looked like maybe sat him down and calm him down a little bit. I mean, how much do you have to really sort of actively
Just stay in the moment with him. You know, he goes from one extreme to another as it relates to just focus. And he's the quarterback. He's the point guard. You know, you can lose focus sometimes if you're a 5-man or a 2-man or a 3-man. But when you're the point guard, you have the ball. You're supposed to be the guy that's getting the signal from me. So anything that takes you out of where your focus needs to be is problematic. He's done a much better job in maturing in that area. But tonight, some of it was he picked up his third, so I was trying to bleed a little bit of time and then just trying to get him focused back on the task at hand. He ended up with 4 fouls, but he had his third. That's the reason I took him out.
Is this the third straight game that you've lost the rebounds? You know,
Yeah.
And it's the first time
Concerning.
you've lost 3 in a row.
Yeah, it's concerning. I think, you know, they started a bigger lineup because of, I think coming in, I could be off by 1 or 2. I think we're like 6th in the country in offensive rebounding percentage. Tonight we get 14 big offensive rebounds and we win that by 10, which is great. But defensively, we're not securing first shot misses, and it's been a problem for us. It's great to have Yaks back in the double column. This is his first in 3 games that he hadn't gotten 10 rebounds. Chris with 6, Brad with 4, but our guards didn't rebound it great. Like to me, Jabari before his time is up, you know, he should be a 5-6 rebound a game guy because he's so big and he's powerful and he's quick off his feet. That's the next step in his maturation. But proud of my guys for bouncing back after the disappointment of Sunday, understanding what's at stake and getting it done.
You still have Tulane in the conference tournament, but have you had time to kind of reflect on your positive impact at UAB?
No, not at all. You know, I've always said I'm proud to be the head coach at UAB. This is my alma mater. In 2018, when my time ended at Ole Miss, I could have moved anywhere in the country, and I chose to move to Birmingham. So I view this as my home away from home. When I had the opportunity to come and be the 7th head coach in the history of this program, I was really excited about it, and I'm still excited about it. The landscape of college basketball has changed a lot. You know, no one saw this coming when I got the job in 2020. First you deal with COVID, then you deal with the transfer. I mean, it's just things have really changed. So I'm trying as best I can to get us up to speed so that we can remain relevant. This is our 5th straight year of 20 wins. I hope that our best basketball is still in front of us and we can make another run.
Of their turnovers, you did a good job of that. How much do you think that was you guys just playing well, and how much of it was just, you know, their mistake type stuff? I mean, you sort of.
I think we were pretty good with it because we're switching stuff, and when we weren't coming up with the ball, they were scoring over us because we were switching smalls to bigs. Bogatitis, the big kid inside, the freshman, he's legitimately 7 foot, and Baba Miller's 6'10", 6'11". So sometimes we were switching guards onto him, and they were throwing over the top, and we were making plays on the ball. That was huge. I thought Butta, I don't know how many steals he ended up with. It says here 3, but I thought he was outstanding defensively with his alertness and making plays. Tony, you kind of expected. He had 3 big steals as well. So it's great for those 2 kids who went combined 2 for 11 not to allow their offense to affect their defense. Tony's been in our program 5 years. Bud has been in our program 3 years. So it's great to see their growth in those areas.
What does a senior day mean? I know you're focused on winning.
Yeah, it's to me it's kind of bizarre with the way things happen. I mean, like okay, Tony, that's what it's about. Yaks came here, got his degree. Chris Coleman came here, got his degree. Alejandro Vasquez came here, got his degree. Tyron Moore, I mean, he's already got his degrees here. He's got another year. He's going to do 3 senior days. He's going to get 3 I mean, it's just kind of bizarre, but you have to do it, I suppose. I mean, I don't know how else to do it. Ryan Donahue, who's been with us from the beginning. Some great guys behind the scenes. So it's always good to honor them. It's odd because, especially when you got a 6 o'clock game, people have to work. I don't know if you've seen traffic on 280 around 5. It ain't easy. So trying to get them here early, but it wasn't as a bigger crowd as I was hoping for early, especially for guys that are. I mean, Yaps Lindenborg's going to go down as one of the greatest players that ever play here, but I understand it just based on the timing. So I'm not a super emotional guy because I'm worried about winning the game. I want to win the game. I'll tell you, I'm going to miss you when the year's over. Maybe. Thanks.